start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I live by the old code of second floor!
Why look for a scientific explanation when you can put blind trust in an invisible Sky Daddy?
Sky Daddy all the way.
Go watch your crappy sitcom! Turn up full volume, why don't you?
Aubrey, weird, I can't even get through my couch!
All right. Welcome back, everyone, to the Second Floor Experience podcast. We have some special guests today. The sisters from the UK. Mm-hmm. Welcome, Michaela and Alyssia.
Hello.
Zach, you want to explain to the people listening where we're at, how we got here, and who these people are?
Dude, by some miracle, we were able to get me, you, Nathan, Joseph, my family.
I'm Joseph.
Oh yeah, me, you, Nathan, and my family, and then our two cousins from the UK.
Yeah.
One that I haven't seen since
Across the
I
pond.
was like 13 years old, probably.
I was like, what, 9?
Something like that.
Yeah. 9, 8 or 9.
Yeah. And the stars aligned, and we were able to get a Florida trip.
Yeah.
Not
So-
just any Florida trip, a reunion Florida
I mean,
trip.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we were here 5.5 years ago.
That's right.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Over half a decade ago.
5
And
years ago?
right
I didn't think it was
before
that
COVID.
long for all you guys.
Right before COVID. We
It was like COVID happened while we were down here.
2 cars and 9 guys down here. Which
That's
was
insane.
insane. It was a 24-hour. It was like a 24-hour drive. Zach and I stayed the whole time.
We drove.
Why?
The experience.
Road trip.
Yeah.
It was freaking fun.
But it was like the same trip, like beach,
Busch Gardens, SeaWorld,
SeaWorld.
Yeah.
It was-
volleyball, pool.
The wonders of Florida.
Tyler jumped in that pond over there.
I heard about that.
Yeah, we dared
Yeah.
it.
Like on the first night, right?
Yeah.
Ryan cooked some amazing burgers out there. We all
We
slept
haven't
up
done that
there.
yet. We haven't had a barbecue.
We haven't.
That was a fun trip. And so at the very end, I think we were leaving SeaWorld.
Yeah,
We
we were
learned-
at SeaWorld.
We learned
yeah.
that our college had said that we get an extra week of spring break. You know, that I have a video
You're
of us
like,
one of our friends like Winston like yelling at the top of his lungs like yes. Only for us to get back and realize that like
Lockdown.
Zach's senior year, a lot of the guys on second floor were seniors. It was the last semester, and it was like you're going home. That's it.
Yeah.
Like
You're
Yeah.
done. You're done.
which is heartbreaking, truly heartbreaking. But I will say, God really made a way for us because there's no other way I'd like to go out than that trip.
I know, yeah. It is kind of crazy. But that is how we went out.
And Michaela, you've been here. We're at the Selesky's house,
Yes.
and you've been here for a few months.
Since last November.
You?
Nearly.
Almost a year.
Almost
Like-
a year. Coming up on a year.
Wow.
What, 10 months?
Is it 10 now?
We're in September. Yeah, 2 more months.
And how long had it been since then, since you've been in America?
So I was very fortunate to be able to come over for Aaliyah's wedding, which is Zach's cousin.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able
Zach's
to.
My
Sister?
sister.
Your
My cousin, Zach's sister. Yikes. So I was very fortunate to come over for that and be a bridesmaid, which was awesome. But that was,
Which that was the first time I'd seen you,
Yes.
too, in like 10 years.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit early on the wagon.
Yeah.
Tea is fire, by the way.
Thanks.
Yeah, we're also having tea, proper
Yeah, proper English
proper
tea.
English tea and digestives,
Digestives.
which are. Can you explain what digestives are?
Digestives is basically a cookie, in your terms, with a layer of dark. So there are different types, but this one has dark chocolate on the
You
top.
can get milk chocolate, you can get white chocolate, you can get plain, you can get ruby chocolate.
So why are they called digestives?
That's a very good question.
They used to be like when they were first introduced, like they used to help digestive systems, like literally just help you poop because
Nice.
there's enough fibre in them.
That makes sense.
So then hence they've changed, but they're still called a digestive. It's the
Learn something
McVitie's
every
family,
day.
the empire of McVitie's. Sorry, I just took the camera.
It's alright.
How dare you?
It's still going. And how late were we up last night?
5 a.m? Was it 5?
I think we went to bed at 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 5
Yeah.
for us.
That was a late one. I was like buzzing in the pool though. I was wide awake.
You did have a Red Bull.
No, it wasn't the Red Bull, it was the tea. The Red Bull was like for Secret Hitler, playing that, and then I was just like, no. And then the tea, I had the tea and I was like,
Dude, when we got to the pool, it hit me. I was like, dang, I'm
what am I
tired.
doing? Like, why am I here?
Okay, I haven't been staying up as late as you guys. Like, I think I went to bed at 2 most nights. Y'all were at like 4. So
Yeah.
I've been getting a little bit more sleep, but I will say that I think having electrolytes, because I've been drinking electrolytes every day, and the elderberry is like
Dude, yeah.
keeping me
I
alive.
haven't tried the elderberry yet. I need to try it.
What?
What?
Right now.
Right now.
Okay.
Right now. Right now. Ain't no time like the present.
This tea is so hot.
Mine's actually pretty good.
I know, I can't drink things like when they're hot straight away. Imagine if I'm like,
Mine's
don't
like
it.
mine's lukewarm.
No, mine's warm. That's a lot.
No, it's not. You just, like Zach does 2 of those, right?
I mean,
You did do.
Usually, yeah. I actually like it.
I don't mind.
Like, it doesn't bother me.
You have to
But
like knock it back.
Not bad, right?
It's okay.
Not bad.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. Okay,
Why are you laughing
I
so much?
love
it's like drinking elderberry like a shot.
I
Yeah.
love the different
I've been in
slang
that scenario
terms.
a lot of times.
The different slang terms that you guys use. Can we go through some of those?
Yeah.
Because you just brought up a new one, which was
The chinwag.
the chinwag.
So like, the context of it for me to like, with a chinwag, it's like just more than a chat. Like you have a chat, but like when you're with like you have a chat with someone, like but when you're having a chat with a friend, like that's a chinwag. So like, you know when do you ever have like where you go to the shops with your mum and you're shopping and they bump into their friend and they're just having a chinwag and you're there like waiting for them to finish? That is like the epitome of a chinwag.
That's a good explanation.
Yeah, like that's a universal experience. Like you've gone shopping and then like they bump into someone
Yes.
they know, and then they're just having a
Yes,
chat
1,000%.
for ages. That's a chinwag.
What are? I feel like there's been like 2 or 3 more that you guys have said that I've asked you about that I thought were hilarious.
I'm trying to remember what I've said. I say so much it just goes.
You have like the regular ones like, you know, stupid and idiot.
Are those are just English? I don't think those are just
But
English.
the way that you say them is funny.
Stupid.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's such an emphasis in the English accent.
Stew.
I can't remember. It'll come to us.
It'll come to us,
They'll
yeah,
come-
as we
you'll
go.
think- yeah.
I'm sure there'll be some new ones coming out on the podcast right now as we go.
Potentially.
I've lost my slang. There's no
Yeah.
use
Really?
for it. Yeah, there's no use for it here. So if
She
I
used
start
to say-
saying
yeah.
stuff, I have to explain it.
Yeah.
So there's no point saying it.
It's like
Yeah.
Michaela used to like in Wales. She picked it up in Wales. It's not a London thing. She used to go sand,
Yeah, sound's a great one.
sand, like all the time.
I didn't say
Say
sound. That's sound.
all the time.
But it's just basically like okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like that sound, like that's like cool, sounds good. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Sound.
I thought you were saying sand.
I thought you said you were saying sand too.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know sound.
Like the Scousers, so like in Liverpool, they all say that as well. Like
Yeah.
all the Scousers.
Okay, so explain for people in the United States who don't understand Liverpool, Wales. Like explain.
So Liverpool is like north of Wales, but Liverpool's in England.
Okay.
So like for me, for my drive to work, we live in North Wales, and then I drive 45 minutes up to Liverpool. So
Okay.
I go through the Welsh border to Liverpool, and
Wow.
then so that's on the west side, west side of the country, and then London's all the way on there, like towards the east. So it's a 3.5 hour drive to London from Wales and from Liverpool,
Mm. And that's where you got. Where would you say you're from?
London.
Okay, from London.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
we just live everywhere and anywhere.
What are like the differences between are there any differences between people that like hail from London or hail from Wales or from
Yeah.
Liverpool? Like what are some of those differences?
I think just personality-wise, so in London, I walk around with like a face like a slapdass, like headphones in,
Okay.
no one speaks to me, horse with blinkers on, like I'm just like this,
What did you say? Horse and what?
like horse blinkers, like blinders, and then I'm just walking around like
Okay.
the whole time. Wales, you're walking down the lane, hi, how are you?
Really?
Yeah, they say hi to you, and you don't know these people. You just walk around the lane and go like, hi. And I was like, I'm still used to London, so I'm like headphones in if I'm going to walk down the lane, and then I have to like be like, oh, hi, and then like put it back in because I'm just like, don't speak to anyone.
Yeah.
That's like the massive difference between like Wales and London. Everyone's really friendly. In
Okay,
Wales.
so in the U.S., there's like you kind of have like the South, you know, where you have like, everyone talks like this, and
Yeah.
then like you have people with like a regular English
Yeah.
accent, and then like Jersey.
Yeah.
What would be the equivalent of that, like in the UK?
Probably like how you had the Southern charm. And
That's
New
Wales.
York. Southern and New York. That's it. So
Like
London's
New York.
London's
Yeah.
New York.
And then you've got like, when I'm thinking about like Louisiana Southern charm,
Yes.
like that's Wales.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think, Michaela? Disagree?
Yeah.
Of course.
I don't like. I can kind of agree that like London is a
New
bit
York.
like New York, but I find it's probably not as crazy. Like it's
I'm
definitely.
not talking about crazy.
I know, but
I'm talking about how people are.
Yeah, still, I don't think it's as crazy. New York, to me, how I see New York, it's not crazy people, but it's quite manic in a way. Like there is some order to it, but it is mostly just like manic. Whereas I feel like in London, it's a little bit slower than New York. That's my
Have
opinion.
you been to New York?
Huh?
Have you been to New York? Oh, okay, cool.
So I just think it's a little bit slower, and it's
You're saying New York is slower?
London.
Or London's slower.
Like
I mean, New York seems like
London. London's
pretty upbeat,
that's what I mean.
like New York City.
Until
New York City, I
But-
find it's just like it is just like to me. I just see it as like very quick
Yeah.
pace.
like overstimulated.
yeah.
all the
Whereas
time.
I just find London is
Piccadilly Circus, Oxford Street. That is a whole different type
Oh,
of
you
crazy.
know what's
That's
another one? Clown
streets.
car. I heard you say clown car the other day.
Oh, a clown car.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Remember
when,
when we were all getting in the car in the back in the
yeah,
exhibition?
and it was like it's a clown car. Yeah, because like there's like 8 people in the car and everyone's like piling in and piling out. Like a clown car, when it's like you see the clown.
Yeah.
Just like 20 clowns come out.
Mm.
That's what you mean by clown car.
We got a lot of those here.
Yeah. Okay, so Michaela, in your time in the States, what has been a few things that have stood out to you?
ooh.
A few things that have stood out to you could be like culturally, could be like, things people say, things people do, don't do, that is different than how you grew up or where you grew up.
It's
If there's any. If there's not.
it's a lot harder to get around, if that makes
Really?
sense. So like we obviously grew up in London, so going to school or going into town or anything, it's like a public bus which you like pay for, but like you can easily get to my friend's house, which is like just a bus journey away, or like you can walk most places and it's relatively safe, or you all meet up in one place and like you have a way home, and it's like obviously you have to kind of plan it around bus times, but like they're usually
There's always
every
a way
like
home.
5, 10, 15, maybe 30 minutes, so like that you can get home and it's not far. Whereas here, if I didn't get my license, like if I didn't have the opportunity to use like your parents' cars, which is like amazing, I'm really grateful for that, but if I didn't have that, I probably wouldn't leave the house. Because I can't drive. Like I'd have to drive to a store to get food. You can't walk. Like you can, but it's a long walk and it's hot and it's gonna be. If I say I bought ice cream, by the time I get back, I'm not gonna have the ice cream anymore. So it's
That's
like,
a good way to put it.
so it's just not. you don't have that like socialness, I guess, of like getting public transport and being able to go together. Whereas like, if I,
Okay. Do you think that's more of like a small city thing versus like a bigger like rural area or like suburban, or do you think it's like, because I feel like in a place like New York City you would have that, like you would have the buses, the easier transportation.
Even in Wales, like you don't have the buses, but we could still walk down a field within half an hour and be at the nearest shop.
or be at a coffee shop.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like,
But also, I just think that's based on weather and everything, and it's probably just based on like Orlando here. So that's how what I'm basing my experience.
I do
on,
think like America's public transportation is pretty rough.
I also think that just like the social life here is pretty rough. The only way you can make friends is either if you're like obviously in work with maybe people your same age as you, if you're lucky, or if you like maybe sometimes people make friends at the gym, but gym's a very hard thing to kind of make friends in.
It's crazy that you're bringing this up because Zach and I have talked about this a lot. That our generation is having a really difficult time.
I think it's just in your 20s in general, making friends is rough.
Well,
And I
there's a
think
girl that we
it's
had
so
on
hard.
the podcast that she brought up a good point. She brought up a term called like the third place. So there's no third places anymore for our generation. Like the third place has become social media. And what she meant by that is like when you go to work, there'd be like a third place that you would go before you have work and home, and there'd be like a third place, whether that's like church or the gym or like some kind of activity that you would do as a community, where you could go and have an extended period of time where you would meet and get to know new people.
For us, that was dancing. We lived, breathed, and ate dancing.
Right. And for us as kids too, like we had sports, we had all these things, but then it's like, well, when you get in your 20s, it's like,
It's not that.
okay, well,
You're
gonna
just,
go to the
like, you're
bar.
just like neighborhood like friends. You like you go out
Right.
and hang out with your friends.
Exactly.
In the neighborhood or whatever, like,
And then in college for us, like that's what it was. It was like we had a community of guys, and so that's why we started this podcast, because it's like as an experiment to see, can we find a similar thing in the like adult world, or are we just like cooked for the next 50 years?
I think I would say it's easier for guys to make new friends than girls, because like I struggled so much making friends.
Even in
Yeah.
Wales.
I have no friends in Wales.
Mm.
I'm literally I have my one friend in Liverpool that I made on like my first day moving there, because I went to a yoga class and just decided you will be my friend, and they've like adopted me. And then I have like some of the work girls, but other than that, that is the only person I have up there. So it's just like,
I feel like it's fairly easy to like if you try to go out and meet people, it's not super difficult.
no, it's the
Like-
upkeep of it.
Well, I'm saying like I think you can. I don't think it's super difficult to make like surface level friends.
Oh yeah.
But I think to have like a true deep friendship that like means something,
Yeah.
that is like extremely difficult for whatever reason.
Quite selective, like with people, because I can.
But I
gauge-
think you should be when you're
'cause you can
choosing like
gauge-
your close friends.
Yeah, because like with my mate in Liverpool, like we kind of clicked off the bat. Like we met and we were like, should we just go out on Thursday night together? So we went out, had a chat, got to know each other, and then she was like to me straight away, oh, my boyfriend's friends have all come up from Wales, come out with us, like me and her, and like when I tell you like 20 lads, I had no clue who anyone was. But I was hanging out with mainly her and her boyfriend in like his close lot, and it was like one of the best nights. And like from then, like we were like joint at the hip. But a lot of people, like I think she's just my type of person. But I've made so many surface level friendships where I'm like, oh, we should do this, and then like I reach out, and then I test the waters, and I'm like, if I don't reach out, you're gonna reach out to me. And that's where the problem starts happening, like, because if you reach out so much and then you're getting replies, but then if you decide one day, oh, let me just test this, I'm not gonna message, and then literally you'll never hear from them again, which it just makes you like, and then that sends me into a whole spiral, like,
What did I do wrong?
Yeah, like, am I like, do people not care about my friendship, like all that jazz? So it's just one of those things where it's just like, and especially with girls, there's so many other aspects to being friends with girls.
Then guys?
Yeah, it's like you'll be friends and then something will happen, and then like there's the like some girls just are in for you, some are not, some then just like they just you just drift apart, which is natural, but like some people are in competition with each other. Like in my law degree, like everyone's in competition with each other, and like I found like a couple, like a good few solid friends at uni, but then like you can't trust anyone until like you're fully like.
So explain to us how your schooling system works. How do you start, and then how do you go from, because we have elementary school, middle school, high school, college.
Primary school, secondary school,
Uni.
Then you have like sixth form, which is like a 2-year kind of
Senior. It's like your guys are senior.
and then you can like go from, so you go primary school and then you go to secondary school. So the secondary school is like, so we say year 7 to year 10. So that's like from 12, 13?
No, from 10 to 16.
So that would be like
is
our middle school.
Yeah.
So
So 10
then
to 16 is year 7 to 11.
Once you finish year 11, you can there's 2 directions you can basically take. So you can go to college, and then like that is more like trading and like doing like skills
Apprenticeships.
like apprenticeships.
After
and stuff.
secondary?
After,
Yeah.
yeah. Or then you can go into sixth form, which is an extra 2 years of like high school.
Like academic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after that is when you like go towards university. And then like
Interesting.
you can do whatever from there.
Yeah.
I think that's super interesting.
So, Alyssia, you went to university, and then now you're getting like some kind of certification in law. Can you explain how that goes again?
So in the US, I think it's like you do a law major, don't you? And then you have to do another 3 years of law school. In the UK, I do my law degree, so I've got a degree in law now for those 3 years, and then I have to do a qualification to just confirm that I'm capable of being a fully qualified solicitor. So I just have to do 2 years of like physical work experience, so that's my training contract, plus doing an exam which is testing me like on all the things I've learnt in uni, basically all of those laws, and then so that's 2 years of qualifying. But I'm working in a law firm straight out the bat.
I like that a lot. It's like an apprenticeship almost.
Yeah, it practically is.
Because in here, like in the States, you go, like say you go to business school, right? You may go get your like what we call an MBA, which is like 6 years. Some people do it in 5. You go for 4. You know, you're learning all about business. You may do like an internship, which is like you work somewhere for like a semester or a summer.
Yeah, we have those like vocational schemes.
Yeah, but like after that, it's like you got to just get a job, and a lot of our peers are getting stuck in this cycle where it's like the companies require a degree, but they also require experience. And so you come with a degree to try to get your first job to get experience, and they don't want to hire you. And then if you don't get a degree and you get experience, even some companies will be like, well, you can't even look at your resume without a degree. It's like, I can do the job, like I have it. So it's really, really difficult.
It's the same in the UK. Like you don't get hired without experience, but it's especially in law, it's who you know, and you just have to take so much advantage of. If your parents have a distant friend, you just ask your parents to ask that friend. Like they might say yes, they might say no. So our neighbour, for me to get the way I got my job, our neighbour was like working in a law firm which I didn't know about. She was like, come do 2 weeks work experience with me. I was like, really? I was like, yeah, just come do it. And then they offered me a job after I'd been there. They like apply for a job in Jan and we'll like do a formal interview. And that's how I got my job. It's no one gets a job nowadays without knowing someone that's already in there. So
interesting. So for Michaela, I know that you've told me you've sort of had you've had a lot of different jobs, right?
yeah.
Just sort of like, is it fair to say you're trying to figure out like what I want to do, or do you have a desire in some sort of career?
Not really a desire. I have like, I might want to do that. I might want to do this because I don't really know what I want to do. Because I did the whole sixth form thing. I went to uni, and then I dropped out of uni because it just sucked.
Which wasn't your cup of tea.
And so I was like, I was going to be doing architecture. So then I was just like, it wasn't for me. It just was horrible. Everyone else around me was putting in a lot more effort and wanted it a lot more than me, who was just there because I didn't know
You're like-
what I just did it because that's
You're like, I should be here.
like, oh, I did that. I was like, that's the path you're supposed to take.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, you know what? Everyone else is putting in so much more work, and I'm
You're
not
just
doing
there.
anything. So I was like,
Mm.
this clearly isn't for me because I don't want it. So and then it's like a 7-year course. So it's not like
Oh my gosh.
yeah, being an architect is nothing like just doing law. It's like you have to do the whole architecture thing, and then you have to build it up consistently, and it's just even then you might maybe not even be an architect. So it's not a guarantee. So it's just a lot of time for something that I don't want. So
Yeah.
I dropped out of it, and I was like, okay, I need to work because obviously I can't be a bum at home. So I then was like, okay, I need to find a job. So then our mum's friend, she owned a coffee shop, so I went into that and started making coffee.
Yeah.
And I did that. I
You're
worked
good
my
at
way
that.
up in that. Yeah, I should have run it, but I didn't. but that was only weekend jobs because I was still like in school. So I was like, I did like the coffee shop and then into university. So then I was like, okay, I can only do weekends. So then I was like, I need something to kind of fill the gaps because
Yeah.
weekend is just not enough money.
Sure.
So then I was like, okay. So then one of my other friends, she was working at this like market. So it's like different stalls in just like one big hall basically. So it's like different, like they might have like so I was working at an ice cream place, then across like the way there was like a dog place, and there was like different types of foods, like there was Thai, Italian. So it was just like a place full of different places where you can go eat.
Yeah.
And so I was working at the ice cream, so then she was like, oh, come work at me with the ice cream shop. So I was like, sure, why not? So then I started working there nights, closing, and then going to school, and then working the weekends at the coffee shop, and then like doing nights at the ice cream parlor. Then whilst at the ice cream parlor, another person in those stores came over to me and was like, hey, do you want to work at my coffee shop? So then I was working those 3. So then I kind of left the other coffee shop because that all kind of went downhill because they decided to bring in food and do everything like that, and I was like, this is just, it's too much, and I was doing too much for not being paid enough. But it's
Sure.
I wasn't valued for like what I brought to the table, and I was training their staff but only being paid the same as those staff that I'm training. And I trained the manager that is there now, which is fine.
Yikes.
So it was just like, so it was fine. So then I was working the ice cream job and that other coffee shop, and then I wanted to look for something not better but not stuck in that like one place. So then I went onto a restaurant, and that I knew I got that through a friend. So all these jobs, you have to like Alyssia was saying, you have to know someone to get you kind of in there. So then I started working at the restaurant job, and that was a lot more hours. So then I kind of like went away from both the ice cream parlor and the other like cafe. So then like this job was brutal. And I put a lot of hours, a lot of time into that job, more than I probably should have. And whilst also doing that, I was working events. So I was
I forgot about that.
So then I was basically traveling around the UK, going to different like festivals. So like there was music festivals, and working like a stall. So this company, they had like, they would go to festivals bringing like the essentials. So they would be bringing food, like camping gear, or like, and they just do like little like bits, essentials that you may need when you're stuck in a field without anything to, you can't go out to a store. So they like brought the store into the festival. So I worked those, which were like 12-hour shifts, day and night, which I sometimes turned into 16.
Sounds brutal.
So I mostly worked the night shifts, which was 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. But sometimes I went on from 7 p.m. to like 10 a.m. or like 11 because they need help.
Yeah.
So I would do that periodically, and like, because that's obviously only a season, 'cause it's not obviously all year round.
Right.
And then now I work 2 jobs here. I work as a customer service agent at Allegiant, but I'm also a gate agent. So I just check your bags and board your plane, basically. And then I also work for our mum's friend who does, she's a letting agent or letting?
She's a CEO of a lettings management company, so she trains letting agents on the best way of how to approach their sales and the law, and like just training everyone on that, because I worked out before Michaela did.
What's a letting agent?
Estate agent.
What's that? Like real estate?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But for like renting.
So she trains like estate agent companies, and like goes in, gives them talks about what's best, like so like
Compliance.
things on, compliance, like what landlords should be doing, short hold tenancies, leaseholds, what the best like things are and how they should be doing it, if there's any new law changes, and she's really good at her job. She's great at her
So
job.
I just work on I'm at the
Social media.
moment trying to build her LinkedIn profile and just build her like social awareness, basically, just to bring in customers.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because I did that for a couple of years, and then Michaela's like done it.
So yeah,
I wasn't very good at the social media side of things. I wrote the like blogs for her, and then I just sorted out like her PowerPoints, and then I'd go with her to these letting agencies. Like I did an audit one day. A lot of responsibility.
Wow.
yeah, so quite a few jobs.
Yeah.
You've been at Alyssia for what now? Like 4 months?
Yeah, 4 months.
Helped your boy out here get some
I tried, and then it went downhill.
pretty good flights.
Got a couple good deals out of it.
To be fair,
Yeah.
we're trying to plan something where we all fly to like Tennessee, because obviously in Allegiant you get like, so it's a standby flight, which like you're not guaranteed to get on the flight, which is a bit of like a thrill-seeking
It's a gamble.
thing. It's a gamble.
Seeking.
So you get a certain amount of like buddy passes, they call them. So I get to fly for free standby, and I get to have my parents fly for free plus a travel companion, which I was able to get Zach on to that. And then they allowed it, and I was like, sick. So then he can now technically fly for free with Allegiant. So, but they stopped flying to Austin.
Yeah, like a month later.
So, but it's fine. But then with the buddy passes, I can give it to anyone I want. I can give it to, but that is like a $45 for the ticket, but you get a free carry-on bag and a free check bag. But again, it's not a guaranteed flight. But if you don't get the flight, so there's no seats available, then you get that money refunded to you.
Sure.
Because
that's cool.
You weren't able to get on the flight. So it is, so but they run out. So by the end of the year, if you haven't used them, they're done. So I have like 14 left.
Dang, they give you a lot.
But like obviously one is one flight and then back, so you're going to be using two. If you're coming back.
Yeah.
It's like 7 round trips.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So we were just thinking, just like, right, we're just going to go somewhere.
Yeah,
And just
I love that.
back and forth.
Well, I was talking to Zach, and I was like, man, because in our friend group, we used to talk about going on a cruise for like forever. And then last year we actually did it. Like it was me, Zach, Nathan, our friend Ryan. We did a cruise, and it was like, it really opened our eyes to what's possible. That like we could actually organize something and execute, you know? Because that's been a struggle before. And then Zach and I went to Washington to see Jared. And we actually did a podcast on, we hiked up to Kolchak, which is like I don't know if you've seen pictures of Jared there, but it's like this beautiful mountain with a glacier lake, completely clear. So we hiked up there. We got there at like midnight, and we hiked through the night, and we got there at like 4 or 5 in the morning. Zach carried like all the camera gear too, and it was a brutal hike. Oh my gosh! And
good workout.
it was worth it though, because we were able to find a spot and set up the podcast where we were like sitting on rocks on the shore, and you could just, behind it was just like this incredibly beautiful, like probably the most beautiful thing I've ever seen with my eyes in person, scenery. And we got to do a podcast with Jared. It was so fun, dude. Like that's, I look back on that, and if you watch like our intro to the podcast, Zach put a frame of that in there.
Oh, nice.
And it's just, oh man, that was an adventure. When you talk about like the qualities of a good adventure,
Yeah.
that had everything. So did the cruise. And so that kind of, we talk about that a lot. Like, okay, the Florida trip, this Florida trip's another great example of like the perfect trip. There's just everything is aligning. Like God is just, the great people are here. You feel the energy is amazing, and we're like, okay, what's our next like challenge trip?
Going to the UK.
And I think it's going to Europe. And I think it's possible because Benji went to Africa. He went to, I want to say Madagascar beside it. He went to,
That's far.
you remember what it was called? Tanzania. He went to Tanzania, Africa.
Yeah.
It was like $3,500, and he was able to save up all that just doing DoorDash. And I was like, okay, I think because when I went to London for like 48 hours, I had to buy a American ticket like within a few days before it left.
Yeah.
So it was really expensive, but I got to use mostly points to buy it, credit card points. And I'm like, okay, if we kind of work that system a little bit, and then you guys told me about Norse which is
great.
super cheap. It's basically like the spirit of
Yeah.
transatlantic
I had
flights.
to pay to have the headphones so I could use them.
Yeah, so just bring white headphones.
Gotcha.
$5.
Yeah.
Did you bring like an adapter? So like, if it's like Apple or
probably would,
whatever.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But
It's like an aux cord.
here's our master plan. If you guys, if we're gonna invite ourselves over to hang out with you guys, my cousin went to Spain last semester.
You can get flights to Spain for like 50 quid.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. So like, there's super cheap flights to different. So if we have like a home base that we can just kind of like spend.
Yeah. Our dad's is literally next to Heathrow Airport.
No
which
way.
is one of the best airports. So it's quite.
Wow, that's actually crazy.
So we can literally just go. We're 20 minutes away from the airport. So if we'd want to go like just to say we could go for like a Friday to like Monday.
Yeah.
Because you don't need a lot of time like in city. So you could do like Barcelona, you could do Lisbon, you could do Rome, like just hop.
That's how.
That's the move, dude. That's
And
the
then
move.
I have the friends that I end up meeting in the UK when I went have a really cool sort of like cottage in the countryside that they redid, and it's like a sort of Airbnb type thing. And we got to stay there, but they also have another one on the coast, like a
Nice.
beach house on
Where?
the coast.
What coast?
Yeah, I wish I knew that.
Cornwall. You go to Bournemouth.
I would love
Brighton.
to see you guys to Wales.
Yeah, you'd have a
That's
great
where,
time
like,
in Wales.
Being in London is great. Seeing it, great.
Yeah.
See it once and then move on. That's how I kind of see
Yeah.
London as, because it's. Yes, it's cool seeing all the old buildings and the old like history.
You could do
and
like
stuff,
a tourist day with you guys. You only need a day in London.
Yeah, just
You
to
could
get the
do
Big
a
Ben,
tourist
get
day
the
with you guys
Kensington
in
Palace.
London.
Yeah.
Take you everywhere. Because then we live next to Windsor Castle as well. So then we can take you to Windsor.
I took Aaliyah there to have like food, and she's like, I was like, oh yeah, we're just going for food down
Yeah,
here.
go
And
to the
it's like,
castle.
there's a massive castle there. And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
And then you've got
Windsor,
like
let's move.
you can see Eton from like our like Eton and things like that. So like the fancy like
Because I forget that she was over there.
yeah. But then like
So
and then we'll drive like we could drive you guys up to us, and then we could take you to Liverpool. You need to experience Liverpool.
yes.
Liverpool was a great
cool,
night
but I
out.
think like doing like a camping trip.
Yeah, in Wales that'd be fun.
That would be sick.
That would be so.
We need to take them up Snowdon.
Yeah.
I'm getting so excited right now.
So like Snowdon is one of those mountains which when it's clear weather, really nice, gorgeous. When it's raining and cold, it is rough.
miserable.
But, it's a nice
But you
hike.
like do scrambling like on certain routes. So that's when like you're literally climbing across rocks and there's like some drops.
Yeah,
Like we got taken on that when we were kids and we were like,
my
it's raining.
stepdad, so like we're obviously just climbing up this mountain. I'm not thinking
Yeah.
anything of it because I'm a kid.
Yeah.
And then
And
like
then
my
it's just, like-
stepdad's behind me going like, right, if you fall and slip now, you're gonna die.
We were like,
Jeez.
So I'm now like gripping.
yeah,
onto
and
this
it's not
wall.
clear. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't a sunny day. Like because as you go up Snowdon, you're going into the clouds, and sometimes it can be really clear out there, or sometimes like as you're going up, then there's like it's just rain and cold, and like
Yeah.
you're there and you're like, okay, let's go back down.
Everyone got a hot chocolate at the top.
Yeah.
You know what I got? A compass.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I couldn't have a hot
But like
chocolate.
the bottom of Snowdon was so lovely. Like they have really nice like lakes that you walk past. Like if you do the long route, like it's
Yeah.
an all-day hike.
Sure.
And you bring bring snacks in your bag and sandwiches and all that stuff.
They just take the train down.
That sounds
Cornwall's good for camping as well.
insane.
Dude.
So you could do Cornwall. Like Cornwall's like
What would you say is like the perfect amount of time? Because I feel like 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks is like
Yeah.
a good amount.
I'd say probably 3.
Yeah,
If you
3.
wanted to
Do
go
as
and
much.
do like Europe and stuff,
Yeah.
then I would definitely
3.
say
maybe 3 or 4. You like
yeah, 3
pushing
to
it
4
4.
maybe.
Mm.
That's if you want to obviously go and travel around Europe, because obviously you can't. You
So-
could do like 2 days, like a night here, night there, but
Yeah.
it just makes it a little bit
'Cause, like,
harder.
Sure, to see things.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
like camping. You don't want to do one night camping.
No, you'd want to do like
Yeah,
a week
yeah.
camping.
You like want to do like a week or weekend.
Because like we could do camping in Cornwall, because then you have because like you guys like the sea. Like Cornwall is the surfing place to go. Like you got Newquay, which is like all the surfers are there.
Dang.
So it's a really nice
All?
like
Most.
most of them. Like there's like
Most people
but it's
travel
got-
there to
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like you've got this place called St Ives, which is like further down like the peninsula.
So this is like an old
Like
beach
a
town.
beach town.
Basically.
It's really nice to just like go to. It's sunny, and then that's why like we play balls on the beach. We play rounders on the beach. It's so
Rounders
much
is-
fun.
I'm assuming you don't know what rounders is.
No.
So rounders is basically a smaller
Baseball.
baseball. So like you have like a smaller, like a little tiny bat, and then like
It's
you
like
just
a-
Rubber ball.
Oh, okay.
And then you have
it's just
okay.
like a kid's,
5.
It looks like a kid's
Yeah,
bat, but
and
it's
you have
not.
Like a plastic bat.
It's-
No,
Which is
a
a
wooden one.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes we use a
okay.
cricket bat if we don't have the little
Yeah.
rounders
Yeah.
bat.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then
so
it's
just-
there's 5 bases. So you have 1, 2, and then 3's in the middle, 4, 5, and you have to like you hit it and run.
It's 3
But then
bases.
no, it's 5. We
5.
well, you can't. We did it at school. It's 5. It's not 3.
It's probably because you had more people in school.
We just don't have enough. We have more pegs than that. Anyway, like you run, but with rounders, you have to run with the bat. You can't. Or do we? Is it run with the bat or you drop the bat? You have to make sure you either drop the bat or run with it.
Have to
Drop
drop
the
the
bat.
bat.
And then you run, and you can steal bases as well. But then you have to make sure you hit the last base, otherwise it doesn't count as a point.
Okay.
So then, like, you have people diving to, like, we've been, like, shoved as children by the adults out of the way, like, launched on the beach. But it's so much fun
I mean,
because,
playing on the beach sounds really fun.
because, like, in England as well, the sand is quite, like, flat and compact in some areas. Depends what time of the year you're going. Like, when we've gone, like, it's been quite flat. So then, when you hit that ball's gone.
We used to use, so you know how I was talking about with the moon ball?
Yeah.
So like it just bounces super high.
Yeah.
So if you hit, like we used to use the moon ball where you hit the moon ball and like you whack it. So obviously as soon as you hit that moon ball, it just like flies.
We
So
use
you
a
just
tennis
run
ball,
it.
but it's a really like competitive game. Like it's really good fun.
Dude, like any sport on the beach is just
Yeah.
the best. It's so much fun.
So we do that, and then also we've got the kites that we bring, like massive kites. And there's like this photo of me and Michaela as kids with this kite on a really windy day. But I think I was holding you,
I was
or you
holding
holding me,
you down.
like from behind, like literally holding on for dear life to this kite that's gonna launch us. Mum,
My mum wears face plant dragged.
it was so funny. Mum literally took flight, didn't let go of the kite, face first into the sand, and got dragged along.
Oh my gosh. That cakey cake.
Got him. Busted.
I saw you put down the plates, so
Okay, dude. This is what I'm curious about.
Okay.
I want to know like what your thoughts were when Michaela officially decided that she was gonna move to the
I'm
U.S.
jealous.
Really?
I was like, I wish I could do that.
but you can.
Yeah, but I can't. No. I thought it was really good for her to come out here.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was really good for her to come out here and just have time here with everyone.
Mm.
It's completely different to like being at home. It's like it's just like the two aren't the same. It's different vibes.
Yeah, it's a different life, a different lifestyle, it's a different culture.
Especially because like you're just one family unit, whereas
Yeah.
we're like across everywhere, so we don't have like a family unit really at this point. So it's nice to come here and like just everyone be in one house.
What is y'all's perspective on the family unit with what you went through as kids? Like, how do you feel like? What's your perspective on the family unit? Because I have my own thoughts on it, but I'd be curious to hear what you think. And its function in terms of culture, and kids and stuff.
The whole family, like, just the divorce in general messed me and Michaela up like no tomorrow. So we have like, for my personally, I've got severe abandonment issues, which is a problem. So I get like really antsy like if people are like not like leaving. So I'm very very codependent, which Michaela is very independent. So like when Michaela would go to the shops, I'd be like, oh, I want to go, can I come with you? And I've had a time where Michaela's like, I just want to walk on my own. So she's walking far ahead and I'm just like tottering behind her, like just following her to the shops. But so like we don't really have family like we have family gatherings with our mum's family because obviously all you guys are over this side. So like when we were dad, we've got just our unit, which is nice. Just like when we're all in one house, like because it's hard to get me and Michaela together sometimes. Like when we're at dad's all in one house, it's really nice. And then same with mum's, like when we're all at Nana's, like those are like our 2 family units. So it's nice when everyone's together. But sometimes it's really quite hard to get everyone together at one time. And then like me and Michaela are bouncing from house to house. We have not had stability since we were like 10 years old. Well, I was 10 and she was 8. So we don't have like one place to call home, which is rough. So
I don't know, is it like hard for you with Michaela being gone?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm literally in the house at mum's and I'm like,
Yeah, but to me,
I go force myself and sit. And when I would be there, I'd be like, I'm gonna come sit in your room.
but I don't see that it would have been much of a difference.
Yeah, because we're used to not being with each other.
But you only recently just moved back home, so I've been back home with our mum alone without you there because you were living in Liverpool or you were living in London.
With dad, yeah.
So it's probably just different for you because you're back in the house with mum, and being there is a different lifestyle to being with dad. So that's probably why it hits you a little bit more. But I feel like if you were still in Liverpool, it wouldn't be as bad.
I mean, it is different when you like have to hop on a plane to like visit your family versus just like even just like a drive for a few hours. Like it's different because it makes it like 10 times more difficult.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You guys just all need to move to UK.
We all need to move somewhere. That's for sure.
We just need to find one place where we all convene.
Yeah.
Buy a farm.
That's like one thing that it sucks. Like every time like we're all here,
It's so good.
it hurts like
Yeah.
kind of. Cause like dang dude, like I wish we had this
Well,
all
because
the
like
time.
the way that like our parents have had all of us kids is like perfect because we all just go in like
Literally, it's
descending
like-
order, boom, boom, boom,
like
boom.
cascading
But then like 'cause
ages.
it's like not like it's like
Sorry.
like built in like I feel like our family like we're built in besties. Whereas like
Yes.
with our cousins back home, like they're a lot younger than us, so it's not like we're asked a lot. I still like I've taken our little cousins on the drive when I first got my car, but they're still young and we still like play with them. And it's a different relationship to like what us like because we even though we only came like every couple of years, we've all like grown up together.
I know. Dude,
Minus me and you.
something
Minus
that's-
us with you. We've grown up
Something
together.
about that, like those,
Christmases?
especially the last Christmas that we
Yeah.
had, it was like, I mean, seeing you for the first time like last year and seeing you for the first time here, it's like
Nothing
it's like nothing.
Well, that's
It's like I just saw you
when we went
last
to
year or something. I don't know.
it was like when we went to North Carolina for Grammy's funeral and we saw like Levi and Aaliyah.
Watching so obviously last time we saw Levi was when he was a
falling
baby. So then watching Levi come through and like duck through a door, it was just like
We were like, whoa.
I was like, that's Levi.
But like we all like kind of fell straight back into like
Yeah.
it was,
That was a
like
good
finding
time.
because obviously we were there for Grammy's funeral, so we were
Yeah,
just a bit like we
yeah.
can't. Not that we can't enjoy ourselves too much,
Right, yeah.
but like me, Aaliyah, and Levi can't be sat in the corner like cracking up laughing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a
But
great
like,
time.
I feel like with our family, because we've all just like the way that we grew up together. When we would come here, we'd be here for like at least 2-3 weeks at those Christmas
I know,
times.
y'all would come for a while.
We'd come for Christmas and then we stayed past New Year's.
Yeah.
We'd be there for the whole Christmas holiday.
Also those times, because they were quite rare, because obviously it was expensive for us
was
to
every
come
2
over and
years.
stuff, like it was rare, so we did always make the most of it, which I quite like about our family, is when everyone's together, you're together and you're making the most of it.
Yeah.
Which is, we don't have that at home. We don't have game nights. We don't have like that kind of like dynamic of like enjoying everyone's presence. It's more just like, obviously you get kind of like,
Because like not that we're not far away, but like it's just everyone's on different like wavelengths.
Yeah.
Whereas like with us, like we're all in our 20s now. Which, well, nearly. Levi's nearly there. But like
We just
it's
pretend Levi's in
crazy.
his
Yeah,
20s.
Levi's 20. Well, Levi's 20 now.
Yeah.
But like we are.
it feels
all,
like we're all the same age in a way, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah, we're on the same stage of life.
yeah.
Pretty much.
So it's good. I know.
Yeah. Like even yesterday, like when we're at the theme park, or just like when we're all around, like, dang, dude, what do I have to do to like make this?
Yeah. Like I
Well,
love
every day.
Every day.
I loved
Yeah.
our little
What do I
like.
have to do?
We did have a little family raft on the waterside, and I just love that.
Yeah.
I just love that we was like, oh, we've got a little cousin's rock going. It's so fun. It's just like because I think we just appreciate it more because like we don't get to do it that often.
Okay, so that's what I wonder.
Yeah.
It's like I wonder if the distance, like almost.
I'd still see you
Like-
if we lived here. Like I'd still like want to see you guys like literally always like. every day
Okay,
of the
I
week.
feel the same way, but like I don't know if that's like sometimes I wonder. Okay, if like we all lived together every day or whatever, like would we? Because you just get busy in life. Like
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
us. In Round Rock, like sometimes we go like a whole week, we don't see each other, or whatever. But we're the same way. Like
Yeah.
every weekend,
We're like,
we hang out, dude. Like
it's time to hang.
If we
Yeah.
lived here, we'd be like, if there's one evening like we're bored at home, we'd just be like, anyone come around?
yeah, I mean
I
yeah,
do feel like when you are around people as much, like say living in a house together, you do kind of get like used to it. So it's just a bit like, I don't know what, like what the word.
like mundane, I guess.
Yeah,
like,
so it's like, obviously it's still good. It's not like any bad vibes, but
Yeah.
it's like, you know, it's like everyone's gonna be here by the end of the day.
Yeah.
So you kind of
Which is
get,
nice.
you kind of get like, I want to say like not compliant, complacent.
Like, yeah,
Complacent.
complacent, yeah.
So then like you don't like enjoy that time together, whereas with the distance, when everyone is together, you value that time.
Yeah.
And it's more,
Yeah.
I feel like it's a little bit, it's like hanging out on steroids a little bit.
Yeah, it really is.
So I
It really
do
is.
think like some distance
Yeah.
is needed, and not being on top of each other.
Yeah, we're like not living together. Like if none of us lived together, like those nights are still like hit the same. I
Also,
think.
like people move on. Like Aaliyah's now a mum, which is like,
Yeah,
and her life
yeah.
is gonna
Crazy.
get busier,
Yeah.
and it's just
Yeah.
so it's gonna be a little bit harder to
So,
plan stuff. Like it's not gonna be impossible because I know Aaliyah and I know that she wants to hang out with
Yeah,
us, even if
exactly,
she
yeah.
has a baby. Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, with JC now working as being a doctor, there's gonna be a few couple years where he's not gonna be able to do everything that he has been doing.
Yeah.
So that's gonna like probably put a toll on like that kind of relationship. I don't know. Say I can't predict the future.
Yeah.
But like I do see that kind of being like a little bit tougher, because it is gonna be like, no, I have to go work in the ER
I mean, yeah,
for 12
for sure.
hours.
Yeah.
Like, so
That's why I feel like it comes like it's like an effort thing though, because like relationships you have to put in
yeah.
effort to like hang out, or else
Yeah.
it's not like you just can't expect a plan like this to just happen.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
have to like, okay, what do I have to do to make this happen?
Like as soon as I
So-
heard when you were saying like I'm gonna be here until September, I was like, okay, let's go,
yeah.
let's do it.
Yeah.
it needs effort from both sides, which I think
Yes.
your family is perfect at. Everyone, like, not like, even when like someone's putting in like 90% effort and then the other person putting in 10, you do pull each other in, and like it's not guilt tripping, but like it's like if you're not hanging out with us, it's like, why are you not hanging out with us? You
There
know?
has to be a
Yeah.
valid reason.
So it's like
Yeah.
so you guys pull each other in, whereas like our family, I don't think we do that. It's like it's either like one-sided effort and then like there's nothing. And I find I did that a lot. It's usually someone trying and I'm just like, I don't want to do
Me
that.
coming into Michaela's room most nights, being like, hi, can
But-
I sit with you?
And I'm like,
And I'd sit there in silence with her, but just so I could be in her company, I'd sit there and watch a show with her. I'd be like, okay, bye.
yes, I think I failed at that. Not failed, but
No,
like
you didn't.
I didn't do.
You had your own things going
Yeah.
on. You like your space.
Yeah,
and
but
that's-
so like now looking and being in this house, which I've learned is obviously not like relationships have to be like built on like you have to like work with each other.
Yeah,
So like
yeah.
I'm obviously planning on going back home in November. So I know that when I'm going back home, I do want to rebuild some of the broken relationships that we have in our family to kind of build like that family vibe. Because if no one's gonna do it, I do feel like our family is just gonna like not disperse, but like just
Yeah.
disappear.
I think it's one of those things when you're in like, I think with me and you as well, like our age gap is not a difficult one, but it's like when I was 16, like I did like invite, like you would come hang out with my friends, but there'd be times when I'm like, get out of my room. But like, which isn't helpful for you, because then like when you got to that age, I'm like,
yeah, I'm like bye.
and yeah, so like you just like it's like driving a car and you just miss each other, like we just go. But like it happens to a lot of people, like a lot of sisters that I know, they're like that, and it takes them like you kind of meet at some point. Because like obviously you're like I've already been through your stuff, I'm not like that age, not your stuff. That's a whole nother box of frogs. But
Box of frogs.
like,
Should have like a counter on it.
Yeah.
How many things you don't
do you
know?
want me to explain what a box of frogs
Absolutely.
is? So like, if you had a box of frogs and there's a lid on it, and you open it, like all the frogs are gonna come out. That's what it means. Like a snake in a can.
Yeah.
It's like that's a whole nother box of frogs.
Yeah,
Like,
But you like you don't want to.
you don't. That is in a dark corner. Pushed
That's like
to the
a can of
corner.
worms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but like I've done that part of my like life or like age of my life, whereas Michaela's then like going through it. So like for us to meet at that point is like I think we're getting to that point now. All right, maybe not.
we're getting.
That's what I mean.
there.
Like we are. Right.
Starting.
Bro, I just want to be your friend.
So you guys were explaining this to me a little bit
Yeah.
at Ale House, but like sort of help me and the audience understand like what the religious experience is, or the like perspective of most people in the UK.
I want to talk to you. Not now, later. No, now.